Hey there, all my top prop people. Welcome back to Broadway by Ghostlight and another Prop Table Tuesday. Sorry about that. I'm Mark Bonanni, and today I thought I'd share with you guys a fun bit of set dressing from a recent short-lived show with one of the weirdest plot descriptions in recent memory. Plus, this item ties directly to two of my favorite people. Set in the late 1950s, Flying Over Sunset told of the real-life writer and philosopher Aldous Huxley, playwright and political figure Clare Boothe Luce, and movie star icon Cary Grant, who all experimented in their lives with the drug LSD, and the fictionalized meetup at Miss Luce's Malibu estate to trip out together, set to some beautiful music by Tom Kitt with lyrics by Michael Corey. I guarantee you that title song will not leave your brain for at least a month after hearing it. Flying Over Sunset. The book, written by the legendary James Lapine, sees the unlikely trio tripping out separately at first before getting together for their big Act 2 rendezvous. But they all first happen upon each other at the Brown Derby restaurant in Los Angeles. And it is from this scene that my not-so-little treasure is from. The Brown Derby, forever immortalized in the classic I Love Lucy episode where they first arrive in Hollywood and run into William Holden, a favorite of mine, was famous for its caricatures. Not unlike our own Sardi's restaurant here in New York with Broadway folk, the walls of the Derby were adorned with hundreds of caricatures of legends of the silver screen. And what I have to share with you all today is one of the caricatures from the Brown Derby set of Flying Over Sunset. Look at this guy! My God, it looks so much bigger on camera, doesn't it? It is not a small piece. And there were like, I don't know, 20 of these on the set. It was a big set. So, first, the subject of the caricature. Now, I landed this at the most recent Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS flea market, my favorite day of the year, and there were a few different caricatures from the set to choose from, but I ended up going with Jerry Lewis. This is young Jerry Lewis, one of my favorite comedians. Now, Jerry Lewis has sort of gotten a bad rap in modern times, I think thanks to the French and also Animaniacs a little bit.
I know a lady with high heel shoes and socks and pantyhose, a pretty lady!
But while other kids my age were watching Saturday morning cartoons or WWF wrestling, I was cozied up watching some old black and white comedy with Abbott and Costello, Burns and Allen, and Martin and Lewis.
We should be out here together both, you know, like a team and everything. Why don't we do a number together where everybody can see us, you know?
Oh, good idea.
Why don't we do it?
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis were one of the greatest comedy teams of all time. Jerry Lewis was the perfect stooge, and Dean Martin, of course, was a legendary straight man. I got to see Mr. Lewis in the national tour of Damn Yankees when I was a kid, and I have loved him my whole life. So a caricature of especially young Jerry Lewis is right up my alley. As for the artist of this beautiful piece, if you can't tell already from the style, this is the work of Justin Squigs Robertson, Broadway's go-to caricature guy, following along in the legacy of the great Al Hirschfeld. Squigs is at every opening night, doodling away with some incredible artwork. He, of course, is also responsible, with Dory Berenstein, for the Lights of Broadway show cards, something I've mentioned many times on this channel in past videos. One of my favorite things. I love Squigs. I love the artwork for Lights of Broadway show cards. And now I've got a giant original Squigs done for the set of Flying Over Sunset. I just think it's a very cool meeting of three things I love: Broadway props, Justin Squigs Robertson, and Jerry Lewis. What a random trio, just like the trio in Flying Over Sunset.
It's all connected.
Did any of you see Flying Over Sunset? What did you think? It certainly was a trip. And if you could have a caricature done in the Brown Derby style, who would you want to choose from old Hollywood? Let me know down in the comments. You guys know I love hearing from you. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Ghostlight. I do fun polls every day on Twitter. We're doing Broadway artwork right now. That's been really fun. And I'm going to be trying to do a lot more on Instagram, so make sure and follow me there. I'm also plugging away at my latest Broadway breakdown. You're not going to want to miss it. It's a ton of fun, so make sure you're subscribed. But until next Tuesday, this is Broadway by Ghostlight. I'm Mark Bonanni. Thank you all for watching. Flying over sunset. All right, where'd I put my LSD?